My name is Jacob Holcombe, and this is A Bad Influence. My claim is that pop culture, specifically television shows such as Workaholics, is negatively affecting its adolescent audience due to its frequent alcohol and drug use. Obviously, drugs have always been a major issue in the world and are still very prevalent today. One of the more popular drugs of today's society is marijuana, by far the most commonly used for teens. About 50% of teens experiment with marijuana at least once before they graduate from high school. Some states have legalized it, others have not. About 50% of teens experiment with marijuana at least once before they graduate from high school. There are no known addictive chemicals in marijuana. However, 25 to 50% of everyday users become addicted. Here's a map of the U.S. with legalization laws. Chronic or habitual use of any chemical substance to alter states of body or mind for other than medically warranted purposes. Long-term marijuana use can lead to addiction for about 9% of users and increases among those who start young to about 17%. 1 in every 12 adults are dependent or addicted to alcohol. Society has dramatically changed due to technology. Social media, TV, movies, and music are increasingly popular. Social media is used by all ages, but mostly adolescents. Adolescents are exposed to media for 8.5 hours a day. TV shows, movies, music, and social media all affect its users greatly. Most of what adolescents are viewing has some sort of negativity, such as drug use, alcohol, sex, language, etc. Here are some very popular media examples that is based around drugs specifically. TV shows are dominant in today's media. Comedies, realities, dramas are very popular. Most of the popular TV shows have negative aspects nowadays. Adolescents see this and try to mimic their favorite characters. Adolescents are basically given a false sense of realism. Teens see actors and actresses doing it on TV, but the programs rarely show what can happen in the long run, such as lung cancer, drunken driving accidents, drug overdoses, and teen pregnancy. 47% of teens agree that TV shows make drugs seem okay to do. A prime example of this is the comedy show Workaholics. Workaholics is a sitcom that began in 2011 on Comedy Central. It was originally only supposed to last 3 seasons, but due to its vast popularity, it was given 2 more seasons. The TV rating is TV-14, with most of its viewers being young men ages 18 to 22. The show is based around 3 best friends that live and work together. Marijuana is very popular in the show Workaholics. The show is based around 3 potheads who sit around and smoke weed just about all day. Marijuana is shown in almost every single episode of the show. In fact, it's actually shown in the show's introduction. Marijuana isn't the only drug shown in Workaholics. In episode 1 of season 3, they end up taking LSD with their own boss. In episode 3 of season 1, they break into their workplace to camp out. They eat magic mushrooms and make the trip seem very fun. In episode 1 of season 4, they buy Molly, or ecstasy, and it is spiked into the community punch bowl at a baby shower. Alcohol is the second most common drug in Workaholics. They're constantly drinking. They are of legal age, but binge drinking is never okay. In this episode, they're drunk driving and they spot a DUI checkpoint but avoid it, and of course they get in no trouble. The show makes it seem as if drunk driving is not a big deal. Considering how new it is, there are no studies on Workaholics' effects on its viewers. However, there are still plenty of reviews. Some describe it as crude, disgusting, inappropriate, and disrespectful. Others, as with me, say that it needs to cut down on alcohol and drug use. Viewers watch this show and believe it's okay to do these things. The viewers are basically gullible adolescents that want to copy exactly what the characters do. The show doesn't portray a realistic lifestyle. The National Council of Alcoholism and Drug Dependence Incorporated supports people who struggle with alcoholism and drug addiction issues. Its goals are to educate everyone about drugs and alcoholism and basically help out everyone. One of its programs is the Alcohol Awareness Month, which is in April. It increases public awareness of alcohol addiction and encourages communities to focus on issues with alcohol. Schools, churches, and colleges hold activities to help promote awareness.